There we go. What would be a good route to take? I could shoot for Dungeoneering 99. Shiku Tree, Star Bloom Flower. Spirit Bloom. Trying to figure out where I want to go from here. Let's see, crafting's at 99. Let's decant my flasks. Okay. Nobody knows. Turn it down some, Percy. Got my house teleport set. Let's go let's see what my... What is my current? Alright, where's my Grim Gem? Oh, I have Raziel. Oh, fun. Okay, I haven't completed Raziel. I have not done Raziel.
Waiting for the day you can finally afford a home. At a time when the American dream feels out of reach, we are working...
Hey YouTube, it's Ryan here. So we're going to be making a guide on the first Necro 2, and I know a lot of people want to get A key. You got your Finger of Death, which is the S key, and then you've got your weapon special attack, which is the D key. And what you'll do is whenever you have different souls, around you, and then whenever you have 6 or 12 process stacks, you're going to use Finger of Death. And then whenever you can, you're going to use a special attack, and it's just a good way to get some damage. The main damage output in this method actually comes from a combo that's really, really good and really underrated, which is the combo of the Skeleton Warrior, which is first on a revo bar, and then the Vengeful Ghost. When you command the Ghost, it buffs the damage dealt by everything else by a flat amount of like 600. What that means for the Skeleton that attacks really fast is he starts hitting like a truck. So he can actually do like 250,000 damage per minute by himself. So if you're going to be doing a single target revo setup, that's going to be sort of the bulk of it. And then what we've got here is we've got Touch of Death, and then we've got Soul Sap. So basically the two things that give you currencies that you can then spend on it. You don't need the auto bar. So yeah, let's get into it. For orders, I'm using Aegis and a Helmet. The Blood Reaver is really expensive, so a lot of people I know, didn't want to be spamming Reaver Skulls, which is totally fair. And then you'll also notice that I'm not using a Zup Cape. If you have one, Death Skull should be first on your revo bar. It's extremely strong, but yeah, I didn't want to assume that you've got a Zup Cape. Here's pretty cheap. I'm wearing the tier 90 set. You can make it yourself. It doesn't require the harmonic plates. And then I've got a Book of Jazz. The tier 90 main hand offer, which obviously you unlock before you unlock Jazzio. Salve Amulet, Ring of Death, and that's basically all. So yeah, let's get into it. Before we go into summoning all of my
Yeah, I figured.
Big soul split here. So I wanted something to be as low effort and kind of minimal input as humanly possible. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, I'm basically just looking at my buff bar. So I've got my souls floating around my head. Whenever I've got 3, I volley. When I've got 6 necrosis stacks, I finger of death. And then I'm using my special attack as often as I can just kill everything. But necromancy has an ability called Threads of Fate. I'm hovering over it right now. And Threads of Fate is extremely cool. What it does, kind of like Greater Chi. It's a spell or an incantation. You cast it, and then your next 2 abilities, if they're single target, will AoE. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use Threads of Fate, and then I'm going to use Finger of Death. And it's just going to kill the minions instantly. The minions initially don't hit much, but they hit an absolute ton a little bit later on. So you need to be kind of mindful of them. You don't want to just leave 10 at a time. If there's 1 or 2 though, you're probably fine. The other thing I wanted to notice about, or mention about this tank here, my base life points is 16,400, which is absolutely ridiculous. And because of that, you'll see me get hit like a 4K and think that's a lot of damage, but with this amount of HP, it isn't really. It's a very small percentage of my HP bar. So just a note that you'll see me taking a lot of damage, but compared to the amount of HP I have, it's actually really, really manageable. But yeah, so when the first Necromancer says Suffer at my hand, what he's gonna do is, I believe that's the prayer, I believe, yeah, whenever he gets sparks, he's gonna disable your Protecting Necromancy prayer if you have it on, which I found annoying. So that's why we're camping Souls Split. But whenever he says it, he's just gonna hit you like a 3K. It's not a huge deal. He'll cast it, we'll get hit a 3K, and there it is. And yeah, we're just going through. As you can see, we're actually kind of melting. We're almost halfway through the first half of the boss fight, which is really, really solid. With the setup, it's very low HP. If your Hellhound gets low HP, you can drop a Prism of Restoration, or you can use Hellhound Scrolls. It's whatever you want. I think the Prism's easier, so I do that. And yeah, as you can see, we're not really putting in a lot of effort here. It's very, very, very low effort, which I think is a really, really good way to go. And yeah, character's doing pretty much all the work at this point. And here I got a second set of minions, so I elected to use Blood Sight. Siphons HP from everything around you and then applies it to one target. And you'll see here, it actually did a really good chunk of damage to the first Necromancer, and it healed me a good bit. But alternatively, what you could do is, I've got Threads of Fate up in 15 seconds, and you could just wait for Threads of Fate. And I think that might actually be an even better way to deal with the minions, is maybe eat a small amount of food. So at 1 minute 30, or right around there in the fight, every time, he's gonna barge into you and then say, I will eat your soul. This is a stun. You can just wait for the stun to expire and move. It doesn't hit that much, even though it sounds absolutely terrifying. But remember, now you're close to the distance where you can start teleporting around. So what you want to do is you want to use freedom and just move back into that same safe range of distance. There you go. When the first Necromancer is under 400,000 life points, he'll say join us in death and he'll spawn these ghosts. And they're kind of annoying because sometimes he can just back-to-back them. And they go down a line, they hit you with 4,000 or 5,000 damage when they hit you. So you can alternatively tank them, or you can move to avoid them. But there's actually an even better way, and a super, super easy way to avoid them. So I'm going to show that to you right now.
Okay, so I know what I'm doing.
I've done now 400 Raziel kills. I've done an absolute ton. I've been loving this.
Now is the time we get moving forward. No magical thread. Percy. What are you doing?
Something's going down in the fridge.
Was that in the fridge? Hey, easy, open the door. Like. I don't know what it was. Just close it.
What?
Okay, buddy, can you pick up the pillows? Put them on the couch, please. Percy. Really? Really? Here. Give me that. That. Get off this now. This is the kids' YouTube, dumbass. This is your YouTube. This is what you say. Y'all ready to go?
Don't hurt me.
Go away. Go away. I'm not gonna hurt you, Percy. What? You're going. Shut up. Good Lord. Why are you crying? What are you crying for? This is why I need to. And there's the passing bracelet. Do I have Grace? Do have Grace. Ring.
Why is your camera on?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because I turned it on.
And your green thing?
Yep. Alright, so now we're gonna go edge. Cross into the wilderness. because I don't really remember any other way to get to where I'm going. Teleport mage.
Where are you going? Oh, sorry. That was crazy.
Time rift. What's the highest one that I can make?